Hey guys, well today I went to see the new released horror film, The Mummy. Okay, so basically, The Mummy is part of a plan to reboot all the original Universal classic horror movies from the 1930s, 40s and 50s. The monsters in those movies were Dracula, Frankenstein, The Mummy and the Werewolf Man, and the Invisible Man, and the Phantom of the Opera. Okay, so I think it's all it's part of taking them and bringing them into the 21st century, trying to relate them to today's audiences. And at first I wasn't sure, but I think it'd like to be very interesting to see how these classic monsters will fit into a 21st century audience, so I think that'll be interesting to see. Okay, and basically it's being rebooted as the franchise name The Dark Universe, so chilly name, so high hopes. Okay, so the plot of the movie. The movie is about an ancient evil, a Princess Anhamant, who after her was denied her birthright to become Queen of Egypt when her little brother was born, murders her family and was about to bring Set, the god of the dead, into the world with a magic dagger. She was caught, the priests stopped her and they mummified her and had her locked far away deep into the bowels of Egypt. Hundreds of years later, she was brought back and is set to wreak horror and havoc, and it's up to Nick, the soldier, and Jenny, the archaeologist, to stop her. Okay, so the plot, I think, flowed really well. I love the opening scenes with the tombs and all, and then you have the backstory and all, talking about light and dark and all. I thought that was very good and very gripping and exciting. Really set us up for what was to come. Okay, and then like discovering the plot and the tomb and then bringing it all. I thought that there was a build up really to like when they bring the sarcophagus up from the ground, the sun's gonna happen. There's a bit of a build up there, and you get really excited. And then once the birds start attacking the plane and the mummy gets out, it's all exciting. You get all excited because it just really kicked off really well. They kicked off the action, I thought, really well with the bird. You see the flock of birds coming. It's like something at Hitchcock. You just see them coming at you, and then everything else, and then all the undead soldiers. Okay. In terms of things, though, I thought there were scenes where they tried to slot where the plot slowed a little bit, such as there was one of the scenes like way back when Nick and Jenny met. There was this talk about meeting in a hotel room and all like oh come on chick and all that kind of that. Like come on, this is a rom-com. This is not a rom-com. This is a horror movie. That kind of dialogue. I was like, come on, hurry up, get rid of that. So, and then even the scenes in the bathroom, just thought like there's no need for scenes like that. Any kind of rom-com scenes, this is a horror movie, it's not a rom-com, they're not needed, get rid of them. Okay, another thing I love was the ending. There was no happy ending. The ending was inconclusive, as it ends with Nick leaving to go and find a way to break the curse put upon him by the mummy. So there's no happy ending, and I like that. I like the fact that there was no happy ending, that it will lead into the next set of films, or well, I'm thinking that's where it's going to go. Okay, in terms of the characters and cast, I thought Tom Cruise was a very good hero. He was determined, he was courageous, bit greedy, he was a bit of an anti-hero almost, but as time went on you really start to grow to him and realise that he had really noble things, that there was a good man inside him, as Jenny said, and I really liked how he was trying to fight against the dark and save the world. There were times where they made him a bit thick, where like Jenny started talking about archaeologist stuff like tombs and sarcophagus, and he's like, huh, what? I didn't like that. I didn't like that idiotic side of him. I thought that was kind of stupid. I didn't like that. And then at the end, when he's cursed and the spirit of Set is within him, he now must face, and I thought this was very good, he now faces a battle of light and darkness. So he must now fight between light and darkness to reclaim his soul and become a good person again. So to restore his humanity. So he now faces a battle between light and darkness. And I thought that was a very good idea, very good concept. Okay, Annabelle Wallis as Jenny. Oh boy, I fucking loved her. She was brilliant. She took no crap. Took no crap. Like from the first minute she comes in, she just took no nonsense. I loved how she just took no nonsense. Like even whenever like when she first arrived, she punched Tom Cruise. I was like, she just punched Tom Cruise. I feel I'm gonna like this character. And like while she takes no nonsense, she is, as time goes on, you start to see a tender side to her, and she starts to realise that even though Nick is cursed, she still cares for him. She still wants to help him break this curse. She's come to care for him. And I think it was a genuine connection that was created between the two. it was the connection. It wasn't one of those rom-commy one night only things. It was a genuine connection of trust and affection and hope. There was a connection between them in their scenes. Like the connection I thought was built first when he gave her the parachute to escape. I thought that was really good, giving her a parachute to escape, the only parachute. Even though he said he was looking for another one, but still, it shows the connection between them was genuine in the scenes, and I really liked that. And even when he has to leave at the end, like, you hold out hope that hopefully maybe one day they'll be together again. Okay, Sofia Boutella was Amnet, the princess, or the mummy. By God, she was a force to be reckoned with. Like, killing her father, stepmother, and little baby brother. Pure evil. There's no lightness in her, just pure darkness. Like she was just like, she was a complete and utter form of darkness. There was no light in her, no goodness, just nothing, just pure evil. I liked her in the vision scenes where we're talking about the visions where she's tempting him, where she's in her glamorous form again, when she's not all mummy-ish. She's in her glamorous form. She's tempting him with hope and all. She's tempting him to join her side. So I really liked the fact that she was just pure evil. There's no good in her, just pure evil. Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll, oh my fucking God, that was genius. When we heard the name Henry says, and we hear of a Henry, we think, oh, it's Henry, just that's his name. Then when he introduces himself, he says, hello, my name is Dr. Jekyll. I'm like, oh my God, oh my fucking God, like fucking brilliant. That really adds to the pathos of the universe. I thought that was brilliant. I loved that. I love they brought him in. And the Mr. Hyde, he was brilliant. He wasn't over-exaggerated CGI, it was just basically the Russell Crowe again with dark red eyes and a bit of a palish skin and just a roughish attitude. But I really liked them bringing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and that really adds to the universal pathos. Okay, the production design, I loved the tombs, and I loved the tombs of the Crusade soldiers and the Egyptian tombs. I loved all that. I thought that really kept in with the universal pathos of horror and darkness and despair. That really kept in. I loved all that production design of the tombs. I loved that thing. Then there was a shot where there was this cool shot where they paid homage to the Universal myth, and I nearly screamed. I nearly screamed with excitement. You see, when they're in the lab, when Nick's being brought into the, don't know what you call it again, but the place, the evil, let's just call it the base to fight evil, where you see there's jars in the lab. You see one jar with the hand from the creature from the Black Lagoon, the scaly hand, and then you see a skull in another jar with fangs like a vampire. I was like, oh my God. And I was thinking, is that to set us up for what's to come? But I'm like, oh my God, I just got so excited. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking awesome. I love this. So, well, basically, with that movie, where the big question we're left with is, which movie will come next? Who will it be? Which Universal monster shall be re-brought back from the dead next? For me, I hope that it's Dracula. I love Dracula. I love the Dracula story. I really hope that happens. That it's going to be him. Another thing is, the way the ending of the movie is inconclusive, the way with Nick riding off to break the curse, I'm wondering maybe, is he going to become the hero of the next set of movies? Is he going to fight all the other monsters in all the other movies? Is he going to become like the hero of the series, some kind of new cinematic hero of some kind? So, now that's only a thought of mine. That might, like, he might not reappear again, but it was just a thought. But I just thought I'd put it out there. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for what comes next with Blog with Billy. Bye!